Monday, October 14th. At the end of the day, I didn't deserve what happened. Love isn't the boy you kissed before you had to move away. Like, I wouldn't have gotten through 2024 without them. Okay. Hi. I haven't done, like, a video in a long time because, honestly, I don't know. I can't force myself just to talk. I just don't know what to, like, yap about for, like, just on and on. Like, the last one I had, like, something, like, I think I was talking about, like, if you don't heal what hurt you, you'll bleed on those who didn't cut you. Talks about, like, I need to, like, put myself through therapy. I need to be the one to move on because then it's unfair to the people I meet in the future. They're, like, stuck trying to heal me and, like, trying to, like, fix wounds that, like, I should be fixing on my own. And I shouldn't rely on them to, like, cure me. But I think I'm in, like, a very different state right now, and it's like months after that. But I started journaling. It's a really cute journal. Today is Thanksgiving, so we don't have school. But I was like I've been journaling for like a while. I write things down and I put like receipts of like all the things I bought. It's showing how much I've been spending, but also like it just shows like what I want to talk about in my life. It's like I don't before I would only journal when things were really rough and I would just write down like, oh, blah blah blah, I really wish this happened. I hate this. Oh, it's really shitty, whatever. Like I would just talk about negative things and I don't think I like practice like just writing daily, and that's what I was doing, just daily writing or like practicing like gratitude, writing about like things that make me happy because I used to only write about negative things. But yeah, so today I decided to write a Thanksgiving reflection and I'm just going to read it and then hopefully edit it, post it. Monday, October 14th. No school today, but I think I should do a Thanksgiving reflection. 10 months into the year and I feel so grateful. The first few months were so rocky and I had so many great people who stuck by me and helped me out. Even though I lost people in the process, they just made room for even better people. Those who left just ran their course and that's normal and okay. Just a pause there. I think it was really hard for me to let go of people who were there with me through such monumental moments, like through high school and middle school. It's guaranteed that you're gonna lose those friends, but no one wants it to happen to them. And I for sure, like, I was trying to hold on to friendships that ended, like, they just ended, and it was really hard for me to let go and, like, understand that maybe it's time to move on and make new friends. I can't hold too much resentment as it prevents me from moving on. It's so strange looking back at the whole timeline. Okay, by that, I mean, like, it was weird that I thought my life was over when something big happened. Something big happened, something really good, and then something bad happened, and I completely forgot about the really good thing, and I just focused on the bad. Like, I feel like I hyperfixate on anything negative and anything positive that's just a fluke in the system. Like, it shouldn't have happened, so I just ignore it. But I think I need to, like, highlight all the good things that happen to make me understand there are good things that happen, and the bad things are just part of it because that just happens in life. I got my job offer during winter reading week, and I thought my life was over in March. I just lost a really close friendship in March, and I never expected it, and like, it just happened, and I didn't know how to cope because I loved that friendship so much. But I guess it wasn't, like, reciprocated, or I guess it wasn't, yeah, feelings weren't mutual, and I didn't realize it because I was just riding on, I love this friendship so much. Yeah, so I thought my life was over in March. Healing just takes time, and that's okay. I'm gonna name drop a lot in this, and I'm just gonna bleep it out um, just for the sake of privacy. Although I don't speak to him anymore, I'm thankful for how much he was there for me. He carried me during winter reading week, and I'm so glad I have him as a friend. So those are two people who, like, although one of them I don't speak to anymore, they were, like, so important to, like, how my healing journey in the beginning of the year. And I think just because someone's not in your life, anymore. It doesn't mean that you can't be grateful for what they had to like offer to you in the past, and like you can't disregard the good things because you guys fell off. Like, always remember there were good things, even if it's hard to like find them. Where was I? I think I had to read I think I had to redefine friendships and trust after March, but I'm so glad I was able to know my self-worth, and I know I did not deserve what happened. I still pushed through and came out strong. I I don't think I pictured myself like going through that, and I didn't like I said I know I did not deserve that what happened, but a lot of the time when it did happen, I was like thinking about karma, and I'm like, what did I do to deserve this? Maybe because of XYZ, karma is finally getting me back, but at the end of the day, I didn't deserve what happened. I'm so grateful for my job for connecting me to some of my favorite people and letting me revisit my old friends. People like are my favorite. Screaming "Sis at Oshiega" is a core memory now. My other coworkers, oh my lord. I only wish them the best. I'm actually so lucky to have met them. My job makes me feel so connected and so lucky to be connected with the coolest people. I have so much love for I hope I stay in touch with them forever. And when I was writing this, I said, fuck, now I'm crying over how much I miss them. I say, home is not four walls and a roof because I've lived in one my whole life and it didn't really provide me comfort. They say home is where the heart is, and my heart belongs to all my friends. A piece of myself lies in every part of Canada, and I think I'll spend my whole life revisiting each part and finding comfort in new ones. I love my out of province friends, and I just want to revisit them, keep in touch, and like I made friends like in 2022, so 2 years ago, and I'm so glad I still talk to them. Maybe not every day, but like just having like knowing that they're there, it's like it's enough for me. And like I don't know, there's comfort in having that like it's not that much, but it's enough for me to feel like happy and fulfilled. And I try not to be too greedy with friendships because like I can only offer as much as I can and they can only do the same thing as well. So I can't expect the most from them, especially knowing how far they live and how busy their lives are. It's unfair to like expect like 100% all the time when like we literally live so far. My hometown friends keep me grounded. If I ever were to leave, they'd be the hardest goodbye. But I know they'll always be here when I return. Yeah, I talked about how I'm always like just not in the present moment too much, always thinking about like when I'm gonna go to XYZ, what I'm gonna do next summer. But like my friends here, they they make me feel so loved, and like they make this shithole of a city like so not shitty somehow. I don't know how they do it, but kudos to them. And they've seen the worst and best of me, and I don't think like I just hope I never lose them. And if I do, it's okay. They ran their course, but these people especially, they're like my favorite people in the whole world. I say that about a lot of people, but it's true because I think you can have an infinite amount of love to give. And I think that's perfectly fine. But yeah, I just have a lot of love in my heart for so many people. I'm so lucky to have a life like this. It's so shitty when things get rough, but if my biggest worry is a boy not texting me back, I'm living a pretty good life. And I thought of that like yesterday. I was like thinking about like, yeah, I have school to worry about. Yeah, I like worry about boys not texting me back. But there's like, not to be a Debbie Downer, but there's bigger issues in the world. And if like a boy not texting me back is what's giving me constant anxiety, I'm like, that's a pretty good life I'm living, and it's not that bad as I make it seem. So be grateful for what you have, because it does disvalue like the struggles I face, but it's also like puts into perspective like how like nice and privileged my life is. And I think I need to remember how privileged I actually am, because I used to only focus on the lack of privilege I did have, and that didn't really do much for my own mental health and like my own healing process. I know love is real because doesn't exist. Surround yourself with people who make you feel excited to tell them good news to, and I promise you'll feel in place. I think a lot of my old friendships felt like I was in a competition with them. Everyone deserves to feel love, and it took me a while, but I'm so glad I'm here. Love isn't the boy you kissed before you had to move away, but instead the friends who listen to you yap about him like it's the end of the world you're not together. Shout out for being there every time I cry over this guy. But it's true. Like, love isn't conditional. People shouldn't only love you when you're going through rough things. Love is always there for you. And yes, it's hard to love some people at some times, but I think like you should always like put in that effort and just be there. Like, love doesn't stop just because you moved away. It's always going to be there. It's not a physical tangible object. It's just a feeling you get, and I feel so lucky that I've been able to. I do feel loved, and I'm just so lucky for that. I don't talk about being happy enough, and I think that really reflects through my mental health. But this journal is getting me there. I'm writing about good things and grateful things and my friends, and I love my friends. My self-confidence was so low in the beginning of the year, but I'm so glad my therapist's newly found friendships healed me. I owe all of 2024 to them. Because I believe like I wouldn't have gotten through 2024 without them. And I'm so lucky that I have a support system, and I've like reached out to a therapist and created my own healing journey, and I didn't just stay in bed and rot, because I feel like that's what a lot of people do, and I'm glad I was given the resources to make sure I was like able to heal properly. So I'm very lucky for that. I also owe it to myself. Like, I don't think I give myself enough credit for putting in the effort to do what I did and to like move on and just put myself out there, because it's really scary. I'm proud of myself. I don't know what else to add other than thank you. I love this journal. I know I'll turn to this page on a bad day to remind myself things get better. Healing takes time, and there's no deadline to heal. So just breathe and let life take you where you're destined to be. With lots of love, Lars. Yeah, like, I told you I only journal about the bad things, but I think practicing gratitude and just being like aware of like the good things that happen, it's gonna make life like easier to bounce back on, because before I would only focus on like the negative things, and that didn't get me too far. But now that I have like moments and pictures and like journal entries to look back on where I'm just happy, it's a breath of fresh air for sure, because before it wasn't like that. Like, I haven't opened my old journals in a while. I think that's for the better. But yeah. So yeah, there's my journal entry from an actual journal this time. But hopefully I do more of these in a positive light, not so much reflecting on what I could have done better, should have done better. But yeah. That's all. Hope you enjoyed. Okay, bye.